Hey loves, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called I Melt With You, and we are going to find out their thoughts and feelings. Happy Friday. And the title of this video is from a modern English song from 1982, and it's called I'll Stop the World and I think it's just I Melt With You, but the lyrics are I'll stop the world and melt with you. And in the song they talk about the future being wide open. It's a pretty cool song if you've never heard it before. It's like, you know, kind of like punk, new, why would you say it, like new wave punk type of music from the early 1980s, okay? So I wouldn't really say punk, it's more like new wave, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. It is straight up 1 o'clock on your Friday, and we are gonna get into it. We have pile number, okay, let's get into the piles and then I'll do announcements. For pile number 1, we have the black tea light. For pile number 2, we have the red tea light. And for pile number 3, we have the yellow tea light. And you can go directly to my description box below to find the link to the extended reading for the piles as well, for those of you that would like to check out the extended reading. And timestamps are below too. And as always, feel free to watch more than one pile. Just take a deep breath and think about what color is pulling you in today. Is it black? Is it red? Is it yellow? When you close your eyes and think of a color, what really pulls you in? What do you feel an attraction to? Okay. And I just wanted to make a couple quick announcements. If you want to follow me on OnlyFans, there's a link to do so in my description box below for all your 18 and over freaky forecasts. And I already have some people that have been over there to follow me. It is free to subscribe, and I do have some free content and free videos on there as well. I will have some videos behind a paywall as well there too. And what else? What else do I want to tell you, lovely people? For those of you that want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, details for how to do so are below. And for those of you that would like a personal reading, details for how to request are below. And finally, if you'd like to follow me on my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, there's a link to my other channel in the description box below. And I just did a really cool raven reading on there. I do a lot of like animal spirit readings over on that channel. I did a jaguar reading. I did, what else have I done over there? I've done like many different animals. Someone told me to do an amoeba. They're like, channel an amoeba. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Anyway, we got enough bottom feeders in our life, don't we? Hopefully you don't have any. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, my lovelies. Let's do it, okay? Gonna get comfortable. Everyone take a deep breath, and we will get into the reading today. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the black tea light, and today's reading is called I Melt With You. And we are going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings, okay? And we're gonna just go ahead and jump into your reading. Also, for those of you that would like to catch the extended reading, there's a link below to my Vimeo channel if you'd like to go deeper. And let's begin. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number 1s who come here today, seeking your holy guidance. Okay, holy, 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 pile number 1. Let's go ahead. I feel like somebody could have watched a show with like a church, like a pastor or a preacher who is like very like intense, or maybe you guys grew up in a background like that, because I'm just getting that energy of like a congregation and a pastor who is like really intense. Maybe you saw something on TV as well. But anyway, pile number 1. Let's get into some channeled messages for you. Okay, I am seeing the number 45. Maybe someone here is 45, or the number 4 or 5 is applicable, okay? Someone could have a birthday on the 4th month and the 5th day, that type of thing. But 45, Spirit, it could be in your house number, in your phone number, whatever it is. Spirit is showing me 45. Yeah. It's just reminding me of that song, Will You Still Need Me? Will You Still Need Me When I'm 65? Or whatever that song is. It's an old song, but exchange those words for 45. Anyway, 45 isn't that old. But let's go ahead and see what else for my beautiful pile number 1s. Okay, I heard nothing but net, and I see like, it's either a basketball or a football, or I know there's no net in football, but like someone here could play sports, or you have a family member that plays sports. I do feel like someone here watching this reading could have a family member, a friend, or maybe even, the person you're thinking about here who almost went like, how I don't even know anything about sports, but like Division 1, whatever. I don't know what that even means, but like, someone here who plays sports really, really well, or even could have been scouted by somebody who, like for really like, I don't know if it's like NFL or whatever, but somebody here I feel like was scouted for something really, really big, okay? Or could have been really big, or has the possibility to be really big, okay? Like Division 1, whatever. All right, pile number 1, I just have to tell you that. I am getting the name Tanner. Tanner, for those of you that know someone with that name, someone in your family, the T names in general are coming up for you. Pile number 1, what else? What else from Spirit? What else from Spirit? I just heard, okay, I heard 2 words. I heard equilibrium, okay? So maybe someone that is where you're working on your balance or finding your equilibrium lately. But I also heard equinox, okay, which is a gym. Maybe some of you go there, or you're there now, or you were just there, right? But I am getting that. Well, there's also the equinoxes in, that happen, like the autumn equinox and the spring equinox as well, which will be coming up here in about a month. Maybe some of you have something coming up here in about a month as well, or something's going to come up here in a month's time for you, pile number 1. What else from Spirit? Okay, I just heard anxious attachment. So do you guys know attachment style? Maybe someone here in this connection is a little bit anxiously attached or has anxious attachment style. You can totally Google it and read about it. Maybe a person in the connection here, or maybe both of you actually have a little anxious attachment. Usually the people with the anxious attachment find the avoidant people, and it's like, ugh, but 2 people could both have anxious attachment and find each other, be a little bit nervous and I don't know, you guys look it up, you tell me what you think, pile number 1, okay? And I just heard Sarah Jessica Parker, which is someone's here name could be Jessica or Sarah or P or SJP, all right, for initials, but also she is an actress who is on Sex and the City, okay, or she was like Carrie Bradshaw on that show, right? Maybe the name Carrie here is important as well, but Spirit is just showing me. I just heard I want to find my Aiden, okay? Aiden from that show, honestly, would probably be more like of the secure attachment if you had to look at those, all right? Anyway, I don't know why Spirit is bringing up that show, but maybe you guys have watched reruns of it or something. I don't know. Pile number 1, you tell me in the comments what, okay, there's the Empress, right? On the bottom of the deck, you guys are already bringing through, Spirit's already bringing through a lot of energy. I feel some of you here are ready for, a big love in your life, and some of you may want to have children. Or some of you already have children and you're a very protective mother or father over your children, okay? But I feel like, with the Swan here, there's a real emphasis on beauty, all right? And I feel like some of you here could have actually had children already. And I feel like some of you here are getting your body in shape, okay? I'm also seeing like a red hot chili pepper, okay, which is also another name of a band, but anyway, I'm just seeing like a red pepper, you know what I'm saying? A red pepper, pile number 1, okay? But let's go ahead and get into it. I feel like somebody here watching this is really good with spices, or cooking a dish that could be spicy or really good. But let's go ahead and share some with me, pile number 1. Let's finally get into your reading, okay? And we have here participation. Yeah, 4 of Wands. You guys really wanting to be in that type of attachment or secure attachment where everyone is participating and equally, and there's a real vibe and an energy, and everyone's feeding to the connection equally. Yeah, I mean, I like this, right? Because it makes a beautiful flower. Like, you know, when everybody puts in their joint efforts, it makes like something beautiful. I'm also seeing an airplane here, so someone could work in the airline industries, or maybe there's a bit of a distance in the connection, or you were just on an airplane, but I am seeing that. I feel like some of you took a plane from someone recently and you went in opposite directions. It could have been a family member, like you said, okay, now we got to part ways or whatever. You fly here, I'm flying there. But let's go ahead. Pile number one, playfulness. Okay, we have the Four of Wands and playfulness. I like that. I like that. It's like when we put our energy together, like we swirl our energies together and we really have fun and we really have a spring in our step and we're really feeling happy. And I feel like some of you guys could be maybe like, you know, I've been too overly optimistic in connections before, and I feel like I made a real clown of myself or I made a fool of myself. And maybe this person also feels that way too, right? I mean, we've all had instances where we've been like balls to the wall, you know what I mean? And we really wanted something to work, and then we felt afterwards kind of felt like a clown, you know? Happens to the best of us. I'm seeing the initials SZ, okay? SZ. But anyway, I feel like it's okay though. I like the energy here with participation and playfulness. We have innocence. Oh, how cute. You guys. This guy looks like, you know, he's holding a grasshopper here, and he's he's a very old soul, you can tell, but he's also just looking at it like, wow, you know, like the little things making people happy. Like, oh my gosh, so cool, right? Or did you check out that whatever? I feel like you two have, what a vibe you two have together. Participation, having fun, playfulness, innocence. I like it. I also feel like if someone has kids here, that could really bring out their like the side where they want to have more innocent activities or be playful or equally participate in things. You know what I mean? Kids kind of have a way of bringing that out. They also have a way of connecting us to our innocence, right? Even if you don't have children, like just the attitude of being childlike and engaged, you know what I mean? I feel like I like the energy so far, pile number one. I'm digging the energy. I'm digging it. All right, pile number one. And somebody here could have a goatee or a beard. I also feel like someone could kind of have bony fingers. And you know how people sometimes have bony fingers? Maybe you feel you do. I don't know. Pile number one. Fierce, untamed, and ready. Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I like it. It's like, let's set this bitch on fire. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one. But the vibe, I mean, it's a little interesting because we have, this is from my deck, and I always kind of feel like this is like the Knight of Wands or, you know, the King of Wands, but more like the Knight of Wands, probably. Fierce, untamed, and ready, okay? And someone could have come on, thought that they came on a little bit too strong here. I'm also getting an LGBT vibe, like a guy on guy type thing, okay? It's not going to resonate for everyone, but I am feeling that. And I also feel like there could be a guy that calls themselves by a girl name for fun. Just for fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting the name Mariah here as well. Why? Oh my God. Somebody's saying like, stop being such a Mariah, or I don't know, maybe like a diva or like a Mariah Carey. But anyway, I just have to tell you guys what I'm getting here, okay? And I feel like, you know, you may have felt like, okay, or someone here felt like they came off a little, like someone brought it from A to Z and the other person was like a medium T, you know what I mean? So it's a little interesting. And I feel like someone here is trying to decide, was it just playful, or is it playful in innocence, or is it like, you know, I mean, fierce, untamed, and ready isn't a bad thing, but it's just kind of weird when it's up against innocence and playfulness, okay? But maybe you guys need some of that in your life. Like you need a little bit more of that. But anyway, pile number one, we have buffet. Oh my God, a little bit of everything. Did I just say that or what? I don't even know what just came out of my mouth. Honestly, pile number one, when I'm channeling, I forget everything. Is somebody here eating French fries, or somebody ate a bunch of French fries, or you and this person love French fries, or you ate them together? That's also what I'm seeing here. Or like someone who likes to have like, you know, when you're working out, or you have like just chicken and veggies, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that here too. You know, a little bit of everything, chicken and veggies, and then a huge, you know, plate of fries. And I mean, I feel like you guys can have a lot of fun together. I mean, I'm trying not to get too hung up on the whole innocence versus like somebody else who's, I mean, I feel somebody here is very, it's like, don't take me wrong, you know, I'm playful and I'm innocent, but I'm also fierce, untamed, and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing a pineapple here as well. You know why people eat pineapple, the whole thing. You guys know. If you don't know, Google it. But anyway, alchemy, ancestor guides, okay? And I mean, yeah, with this alchemy, it's like, do we jive well together here? Do we have a cool vibe here? And I feel like for you guys, maybe it's taken a minute to kind of like feel that cool vibe with something, pile number one, because I feel you guys are like a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? You're a little bit this, you're a little bit that. And in the past, it might have been a little bit challenging to, you know, to gel with someone, right? But the title of this reading is I'll Stop the World and Melt with You. Melting with someone is alchemy. It's, you know, gelling, right? And I feel like somebody here is like, is this gelling, right? Maybe sometimes it feels like it is, and maybe sometimes it feels like not as much. I'm also seeing a huge letter H here. First name, last name, middle name, huge H, okay? A huge happening, a huge opportunity is also what I feel. We have memories and nostalgia. Wow, okay. And yeah, I'm also seeing a cross here in the background. Remember, I was channeling the cross and the letter T. I also see the letter T here. But I feel like this person is, you know, thinking of you, like innocent in the memories, like innocent nostalgia in a way. And, you know, it's like not a bad thing. I feel like it's just kind of like, I feel like this person looks out the window and is like, what are you up to? Or how have you been? Maybe wanting to strike up an innocent conversation with you, okay? Or you, pile number one, just could be feeling like nostalgic and having memories about a time, you know, a bygone era in time. You know what I mean? And yeah, memories and nostalgia and alchemy. And a buffet. I feel like it's a little bit of everything. This person you may remind this person of somebody as well, from their past or whatever. You may remind them of something. We have nostalgia and alchemy. A lot of stuff going on here. These two are not, the alchemy and the memories don't look like they're in the most playful mood at times, maybe, but I mean, it is deep, pile number one, which I like. I like people that have multiple sides to them and are very deep. And I feel like you guys have that. You have multiple sides to you. You're spiritual, but you're also contemplative, but you're also playful and fun, and you participate in life fully. I feel like this person is telling me to tell you this, that they know these things about you, okay? Like they see these things about you, or they're aware of these things about you. We have the King of Swords here. Again, the whole thing of looking at a window or sitting by a window. But it's like there's a draft in here. I think I'll close the window. It's a little chilly. But King of Swords could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in the tarot. I also feel like somebody here maybe not always showing their feelings all the time. Like somebody here who's very fierce, untamed, and ready and into it. And then, you know, kind of like covering that up a little bit here with this King of Swords. Like, or we could just have two different types of people. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one, you tell me. Let's get more into the reading. We have the Otter. Yeah, it's like, I like you. I understand that you're a little bit of everything and you're not too much, and you don't have to dull yourself down for me and act like someone you're not. Because I feel like there's some of this kind of thing going on where people kind of think that, you know, like the whole anxious attachment thing I mentioned. I feel like this person's saying not to worry about it. They genuinely like you. Okay, pile number one. I feel like they genuinely like you. Yeah, butterfly. You're my butterfly, sugar baby. All right. And we have water and air energy here showing up. But I feel like somebody here is seeing somebody else change, like change and become, you know, this butterfly. And I feel like there's someone here with an energy like, don't leave me. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, don't leave me before this has started, or, you know, and maybe you've had that in your life before, pile number one, where you've changed, and it could be even friends, family, who get a little bit afraid that you're going to leave them at times, or that you're, you know, that you've changed a lot, and some people wondering like, where do they fit into your life now? Does that happen to you sometimes, pile number one? It's almost like the Otter is saying like, where are you going right now? You know, like, and the butterfly, I mean, the butterfly is always transforming and changing, right? I do feel like there could be a friendship here, or a strong friendship as well. And we could have like the water person who's more sentimental, and the air person who's like playful or innocent and has that whole like changing all the time kind of energy. Kind of like a David Bowie energy for those of you that resonate with that. But I do feel like somebody here, like they want to look after you or make sure that you're okay. And I feel like somebody here also reflecting on like how innocent you guys were, or maybe how young you were, or reflecting on the memories that you two shared together. And yeah, I am feeling that. Okay, pile number one. We have partnership. Wow, with the unicorn card. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. Pile number one. Wow. So, you know, when you can run wild and free and be yourself totally, like that, I mean, you can't really be with people who hold you back. Pile number one, first and foremost, okay? And I do feel like you guys are a little bit of everything all rolled into one. Do you guys know that song by Meredith Brooks? I'm a little bit of everything all rolled into one. I'm a bitch, I'm a this, I'm a that, right? I'm a lover, I'm a sinner, I'm a, you know, all these things. If it's from the 90s, if you've never heard of it, it's by Meredith Brooks. But I'm a sinner, I'm a, you know, and she's like, I'm a lover, I'm a sinner, I do not feel ashamed, okay, is what I'm getting here. And I do feel like somebody, there, for some of you here, okay, not everyone, there could have been somebody that you were with when you were younger, and it was very innocent and playful, and it was, you know, an energy that you two both contributed to with this participation. And somebody like still stuck in their head thinking about those memories is also what I feel here. Okay. And yeah, I feel like you guys, pile number ones, are the ones that are like fierce, untamed, and ready, you know, but maybe at that time you were not ready, or you were unready, right? You were too untamed and you were not ready, because being untamed sometimes to a person who's like more watery, or more like needs more security, may feel kind of hard. You know what I mean? With the whole, I mentioned the whole anxious attachment thing. But partnership, teamwork will give you a better result. find trustworthy people to partner with. Okay, pile number one. And some of you may be holding on to a memory of a time more innocent and playful, and seeing how much you've changed since then with the alchemy and butterfly. But I do feel like this person is just saying they know all these things about you, okay? They know the range of like who you are, and I feel like it's a very in-depth human being, pile number one, which is very cool. We have ghost. Wow. Wow. It's like, where do I fit in your life? You know what I mean? With this King of Swords, the otter and the butterfly, the memories that have come up, it's like, where do I fit into your life? Okay. And this partnership may have come and gone for some of you, pile number one, and I'm bringing up something from the past here, but I feel like, I mean, if you guys left someone, I feel like your absence left a big, hole in this person's reality or world, okay? Maybe it did for the both of you, pile number one. But yeah, ghost, right? I also feel like this searching energy, like always searching for, trustworthy partnerships and trustworthy people. But I do feel like with this butterfly and otter, this does feel like a trustworthy thing to me. It's just that somebody was changing maybe more, and the other person was like, where are you headed or where are you going, type of thing. Anyway, let's keep going. We have rest. Okay. Yeah. There is an energy of like, needing to give up the ghost when it comes to thinking about something or ruminating on something excessively, right? Spirit is wanting, if you guys have changed quite a bit, pile number one, in your life, because you embrace the energy of alchemy, I do feel like, we need kind of a break from thinking about this, maybe. And Spirit encouraging you guys to be fierce, untamed, and ready when it comes to your life, okay? And some of you may have something happening around the spring equinox as well, which is like, when we move from Pisces to Aries energy, it's like usually around March 20th or 21st. We have courage. Yeah, courage is definitely needed. Fierce, untamed, and ready. We could have Leo energy here popping in for sure. Courage to face the things, that challenge us and challenge our worldview in a way here. I like it though, pile number one. I feel like this person is saying that you're very courageous and you're a very powerful person. You're also very sweet and innocent and playful. I mean, you're all these things all rolled into one, like that Meredith Brooks song, okay? But somebody here I feel like needed a break from thinking about something here with rest and ghost, or from worrying about something or thinking about something. Do you feel what I'm putting down, pile number one? Is that you? Is that them? Okay. Think. Palace, Athena. Okay. We have the number 30 and think. Someone here could be around 30. But I mean, I feel like this person is saying like you're a very courageous person. You're also a very smart person. And I do feel like this person thinks about you. Like you are on their mind a lot. And I do think this person strategizes or has strategized in the past for how to get closer to you. You know what I mean? And I see the moon here with the rainbow around it in the background as well. So there's something special about that here too. But I mean, I feel like you're also you're a thinking person, pile number one, but you're also emotional or intuitive. I'm also seeing a spider here, if you guys are afraid of them or you identify with that energy. But anyway, I feel like this person is like, you're a very complex, unique, interesting person, pile number one. And I feel like this person does think about you a lot. And I think, now they may think about, if for those of you that are with this person now, I feel like sometimes they're like, God, I gotta get some work done and stop thinking about pile number one. I need to like give it a rest here with this rest card. I also feel like for those of you that have blamed yourself for something in the past, for the way you acted, I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, put that aside. You're in a new phase of your life where a courageous spirit is definitely needed, all right? Because there are big changes happening within you, pile number one. And I think you guys, like, I think this person thinks that you're very exciting and you wild and free, right? Here too is also what I'm getting. And I do feel like they have good memories of you or wistful memories of you, okay? I do think they think you're a sweet person as well, you know? And for this person in the past, for those of you where this is the past, I feel this person, as much as they felt this way about you, they could feel you slipping away from them, or you could feel them slipping away from you, right? But somebody had to let go of this with ghost and rest, okay? But I think with there's still a lot of thinking and memories attached to things, all right? And yeah, you know, a lot of times in life, like, we have to pray for courage. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead. Pile number one. Let's see. What is this person's thoughts and feelings here towards I feel like they more wanted to tell you about what they think of you. You know what I mean? It's less of maybe about their feelings, but more about what they think about you and how they see you, which is interesting. Yeah, because we have think here. And then we have rest and think. So maybe someone had to give it a rest as far as thinking about something a lot, okay? But let's go ahead and find out what are their, okay, we have Two of Pentacles. On one hand, this could work. On the other hand, I don't know, right? I mean, I feel like this person maybe went back and forth on this whole thing a lot. Maybe some of you actually did leave, or they left, and somebody was thinking about stopping someone from leaving or going, but didn't really have a choice at the time, just kind of had to go with the flow or the motions. But I feel like there's also something coming through. Spirit is saying, like, looking after you after you've gone, or still looking after you after you've gone, type of thing. Okay? This person is also wondering how you are doing with all the change that has been going on in your life, or if you're still dealing with a lot of change or disruptions in your life. I also feel like is what they're asking here. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Talk about memories, right? Talk about those innocent, sweet memories of what was, you know, and those memories are still, for those of you where this is a past thing, these memories are still very, I'm seeing the letter B here and K, okay? I also feel like I'm seeing something like IKEA. It's almost like IK. I was like, is that IKEA? But anyway, I feel like this person is still, you know, they cherish memories, you know? Or maybe it's you that cherishes memories, and they're just saying they love how you cherish memories, or there is a cherished memory, I feel like, or somebody here has an innocence about the way they cherish their memories. And yeah, it's like what to do after everything's been done kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one. We have the Nine of Wands here, and I do think this person feels protective of you in a way, pile number one. Like, they see some of the shit that you've been through in your life, and I still feel them in your corner, is what I would say, pile number one. Or maybe, you know what I mean? Maybe you were both in each other's corners at various times here, but I still feel their energy in your corner, okay? And this is a card, Nine of Wands is a card of great strength. Not only physical strength, but like spiritual strength and courage, okay? And this person telling you, like, they wonder, like, how, for those of you where this is a past person, they're wondering, like, how you're doing and how you're handling things in your life now, and also cherishing memories here. Like, they'll stay, I feel like, forever kind of pure in this person's mind. And I feel like they're saying, I still got your back here, okay? This could have been someone that you were with, but the relationship changed and then it became more like friends. For those of you where this is not a like older past situation, I feel like this person can be nostalgic at times, and they do care about creating lasting memories in a world that's constantly changing, you know? And yeah, and I do feel like this person feels like you don't have to do this all on your own, okay? Like, I feel like they're saying, I know you've been through a lot. You don't really have to do this all on your own. Like, I'm right here. I'm also seeing someone that trains their dogs with those, when you have like a little bag of treats and then you're training your dog with those. I have a dog. I've trained my dog and she can do some tricks, but like, I've never used that, but I know some people like will use that, like dog trainers or just regular people, but I'm seeing that, okay? I feel like somebody here has got the thick thighs too, pile number one, for some of you here, okay? But, you know, I just heard bullseye too, okay? And I feel like I do feel like this person is, someone here could be going through a lot of change in their own life as well, and having to face things from a very courageous perspective, and therefore they need a lot of rest at times, or they may need to kind of remove themselves from situations with this ghost thing here. Okay, pile number one, we have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Aquarius energy, more air sign energy. Pile number one, thank you for your reading. That was I feel like that was almost a trip down memory lane, or for some of you here, or not, you know, it's a general reading, but take it as it resonates, pile number one. And I enjoyed that. That was kind of interesting, pile number one. I hope you guys will join me on the extended reading. We will go further into the energy. For those of you that are inclined to do so, there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below. Take care. Let's move on to pile number two. Okay. Get a little drink. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the red tea light, and today's reading is called I Melt With You. We're going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings. All right, my beautiful pile number twos. And this is actually a song called I'll Stop the World and Melt With You, from 1982. And the lyrics are like, you know, the future's wide open. Okay, pile number two. So overall, it's a positive song, and it's a cute little catchy song too. And let's go ahead and, for those of you that would like to join me on the extended reading to go deeper, there's going to be a link to my Vimeo channel below, okay? But let's go ahead and get into the energy. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful energy of my pile number twos who come here today seeking your guidance. Namaste, and thank you kindly. Let's go ahead and channel a few messages for my pile number twos. Okay, I just heard lording power over someone. So some of you may be dealing with a work situation or a family situation where someone is acting like they're lording power over someone, or they're taking too many, you know, liberties with you or someone else in the environment. Hell, maybe you're lording power over someone else, pile number two. Anyway, let's go ahead and see. I just heard a splash of lemonade, or someone... I also feel like someone washing their face, maybe like with a lemon cleanser, or someone's splashing, like putting something unusual on their face, like that you wouldn't normally would, to like refresh you. Or, I mean, you could use like a lemon cleanser, but to actually put like stuff like that on your face directly. I feel like someone here might have tried something interesting, like a beauty regimen, or I don't know what you did, pile number two. You tell me, but Spirit's giving me something about that, pile number two. What else, please? I just heard forget it. It's like, you know, is it Italian or what? But it's like, forget about it. Like that kind of thing. maybe there's an Italian influence here, but it's like, forget about it. Like when you do something for someone and you're like, oh, thank you. And they're like, forget about it. Like that kind of thing. What else for pile number 2, Spirit? Okay. I'm seeing like old sitcoms from the 90s and like, you know, that show Who's the Boss with Tony Danza. Maybe the name Tony here is applicable, but or TD, the initials. But I'm just seeing like old sitcoms. Maybe someone here had a family member that liked that. I don't know, pile number 2. I get the weirdest shit sometimes. I'm like, where is this coming from? Okay, I just heard Angry Birds, okay? For those of you that played that game or you remember that game, Angry Birds, okay? I'm seeing the red bird particularly from Angry Birds. What else for pile number 2? I heard I'm just gonna dip my toe in that, or I'm just gonna dip something in that, or I'm just gonna dip my toe into something. All right, so I don't know, pile number 2, are you like dipping your toe into something? Metaphorically or literally? What else for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Okay. I feel like some of you may be listening to this with like your blanket pulled up to your neck or something, or maybe you're shivering a little bit, or maybe you need to get a blanket, but I am here, Spirit's like, get a blanket or get under the covers or something, pile number 2. What else for pile number 2, please, Spirit? Okay, I just heard secondhand clothes or secondhand something. Okay, so maybe you guys are getting something secondhand, or you got a lot of hand-me-downs when you were a kiddo. That happens a lot when you're the younger sibling, you know, pile number 2, but secondhand something. What else for pile number 2, Spirit? Okay, I just heard exciting, lively conversation. Okay, so maybe you've had some of that around you recently, or this person feels that you're an exciting, lively conversationalist. What else for pile number 2, please, Spirit? I just heard you speak to me in rhythms and you speak to me in rhymes. All right. So maybe somebody here does that a lot, or is very good with words, or is a writer of some type, or listens to music a lot and thinks of you when they do. I don't know, pile number 2. I get the weirdest messages sometimes. I'm like, is this even making sense to anyone? Because I'm like, okay. I just saw an escalator too, or some people are actually afraid of escalators, or like little kids can be afraid of escalators, but I am seeing an escalator. I don't know. I feel like I was kind of afraid of them as a kid. How are you, pile number 2? Okay, I'm also seeing someone walking with a cane, or walking with a little bit of a limp, or walking with a cane, or a walking cane, or a walking stick, pile number 2. Okay. Anyway, Spirit's also telling me sugar cane. So let's go ahead. Maybe some of you had a relative that walked with, with a cane. I feel like somebody's bones got kind of fragile, okay? I mean, which happens when you get older, but I am just getting, or maybe you were talking about that, or like, yeah, I'm getting whatever, I better take my calcium, okay? Pile number 3, let's just get into your reading, okay, my lovelies? Let's do it. We have the 9 of Cups and laziness. Okay, well, I mean, being lazy isn't the worst thing in the world. I am seeing the letter N here, N. All right, and I'm also seeing an E and an F for initials, first or last name, yours or theirs. But I feel like someone's kind of kicked back and just enjoying life here. It's like, I'm just gonna take it easy, all right? I'm not gonna stress myself out. I'm gonna drink my mojito like the rest of you, all right? We have Beyond Illusion, okay? And this is the Judgment card in this deck. And remember when I mentioned someone trying to like exert power in the beginning of your guys' reading? I mean, Judgment is a Pluto card, but I also feel like someone here isn't letting things bother them or letting things get to them. And, you know, I mean, if you're going to melt with somebody and chill and take it easy, Like, this guy looks like he's on the beach somewhere sipping on his mojito, okay? And talk about, like, you know, not having a care in the world and just enjoying yourself, right? And yeah, let's see what else. Oh, we have guilt. Somebody has guilt about that. Or yeah, or just other people. I feel like pile number 2, like we're going to get into things more here, but somebody having, I feel like somebody feeling like they're about to tear their hair out over something, and other people kind of really making things worse than they need to be, okay? I feel like sometimes your person thinks that you take things like that you go, maybe sometimes you go crazy over like the smaller things, or that you let things get to you at times, pile number 2. I mean, that happens to the best of us. Like, but I feel like they're saying you need to relax more, or you need to take life in stride more. And, you know, the earth plane is just an illusion anyway. You know, some people talk like that, like life is but a dream type of thing. And I mean, it's easy to say when you have like a lot of time off, or like you're in a phase of your life when things are like simpler or easier. And then the other person's in a phase of their life when things are kind of gnarly, okay? And I do feel like there's kind of like gnarly energy here. And it's like, why can't I get a moment's rest or a moment of peace, okay? And I feel like this person is like seeing you kind of go through this, pile number 2, and I think they are feeling guilty probably as well, because maybe they don't have as much going on, or they're not as, you know, frazzled for whatever reason. I mean, if you work in an environment where people are always like clawing at you and whatever, you know, you can't get a moment's peace, then, but I do feel like this person feels kind of guilty. Some of them could be thinking that, you know, they have easy street, or things are feeling okay for them, but they know like things look a little more challenging for you, okay, is what I'm kind of getting here these days. I feel like this person's like, you need to enjoy life more, babe, you know, like come over here and sit with me. And I feel like you guys are like, fuck off, you know, the world can go to hell, everything's going to shit, you know. Pile number 2, I know how it is at times. Maybe like peace, meditation, moving beyond illusions, right? I feel like this person's like, don't worry so much. Like, get over here and come sit with me. Or there's an empty seat over here by me. Just, you know, stop worrying, okay? Some of you guys could be going crazy over family stuff, or details, or things that people are needing you to do as well. And just a lot of people, I feel like, on your energy right now, pile number 2, for whatever reason. And I feel like better days are definitely ahead. I feel like springtime is going to be much better for you guys. And this person's like, you know, just take life in stride, babe, you know, that kind of thing. All right. Also, not speaking, lack of communication. Okay. So the other thing is, this person could be taking this connection very chill. You know what I mean? Like, they could be taking it very chill. And just, you know, and I feel like with this beyond illusion, maybe you two are not really understanding each other. Like, the communication is a little off here, because I feel like somebody here in this connection is like taking it a little bit more chill, okay? And I feel like someone else is bugged by it. You know what I mean? Like, being bugged by it. Yeah. And life is but a dream, sweetheart, is just what I heard, type of thing. So maybe this person has that kind of vibe, like, hang loose, mama, you know, that type of thing. Anyway, and I feel like you guys are like, I can't keep hang loose. Like, I have no idea what's going on here, you know, and I need better communication. I feel like people who don't communicate, pile number 3 or pile number 2, are, you know, people that really bother you, that don't know how to communicate and just be straightforward and create like illusions and make you second guess yourself. I'm also getting Cancer energy. Like I just got Cancer here. Okay, we could have Gemini here as well. Let's see what else. We have persuasive temptation. Yeah, I feel like this person, they got this big old stack of pancakes, you know, and they're like, woo, you know, and you know, somebody here is trying to tempt the other person to like, come over here and be lazy with me and eat this whole stack of 10 pancakes, okay? And just come chill, like life isn't that bad, you know, type of thing. And, you know, somebody is also feeling like there's something about you make life sweeter, or someone wanting to make life sweeter, okay? I am getting that kind of, I feel like this person wants to be with someone who kind of like makes life sweeter. You know what I mean? Or maybe you do, pile number 2. We have here epiphany and breakthrough. Yeah, this is with this beyond illusion. And I feel like you guys just needing to understand each other a little bit here. You may feel like this person doesn't really understand you that well, pile number 2, or that their communication is very like weird or lacking at times. And I feel like you guys have been kind of waiting for this person to have an epiphany and see what the hell actually is going on here, okay? And this person may be kind of prone to having illusions anyway, like looking at life in a certain way. And I feel like you guys are like, well, life isn't always that way, you know? We have epiphany and breakthrough and persuasive, okay? So I feel you are very tempting to this person and they find you very persuasive or compelling, pile number 2. And, you know, we'll get more information about this breakthrough. We have shadow side, moon, and the dark night, okay? And I feel like you guys could be going through a dark night of the soul here. And maybe you guys are not speaking to this person, or you've been trying to just keep silent over this as well, so that this person would have an epiphany and a breakthrough and understand, like, you know, maybe that they need to be a little bit more, you know, on the same page with you here, emotionally, psychically, whatever it is, okay? And I do feel like you guys may have a tendency to clamp down when you're not sure how to approach something, like relationship wise. You may have a tendency to sort of clamp down and think the worst, or not say anything, or stop yourself from speaking to a person, okay, is also what I'm getting here. And I do think this person's starting to have an epiphany about why that is, or why you might be feeling that way. I mean, I feel like this person maybe made you feel like you were very moody, or all you saw was like the dark side of life. But I kind of feel like this person's starting to understand a little more here. But okay, we have the World card, and I do feel like there's a lot to learn in this connection for both of you here. And you know, Spirit is saying, like, putting 2 books in front of, maybe someone here is reading a book about, you know, communication styles, or trying to kind of work through things. I do feel like there can be a bright flame between you both. I do. I think, you know, you have to be able to see one another clearly, right? And I do feel like Spirit is kind of sitting you both down. Maybe you guys have had dreams about this person too. Or I don't know, pile number 2, do you deal with the Akashic records, or have you had dreams about this? Okay. But I mean, I also feel someone here could be very worldly or have a lot of knowledge, okay? And I'm seeing the number 4 here, okay? The number 4. So that could be, you know, somebody's birthday or birth month. I'm also seeing 2 A's here and a J, okay? 2 A's and a J. Like I'm just seeing initials here. Okay, your name, first name, last name, their name, first name, last name. All right. These two, they wanted to come out at the same time, not individually. Yeah, I feel like you two want to come out to one another at the same time, like not individually, right? And that could be why we're not having a lot of, not speaking, or a lack of, not great communication here. And we have here, I feel like someone's normally very persuasive with the way they deal with things, or has a lot of knowledge, or is very learned on things. But I do feel like there's some new territory going on here for you or them. And I do feel like someone has a lot to say, but has been holding their words back. Is it you, pile number 2? Do you have a lot to say to this person, but you've been kind of holding back from speaking it? Because I feel like you guys are about to speak it. And I feel like you guys have also had an epiphany about how holding back and not saying anything actually causes things in your life to drag on and on and on. You know what I mean? And how, if you just say it and say the issue, you know what I mean? Like confront the issue, then it will actually it could actually resolve itself, okay? I'm getting Sagittarius energy here too. We have fire and air showing up here with the lizard and the hummingbird. Someone is sensitive psychically for sure, I feel like here. Or this person may feel like you're very sensitive at times, or they may not be expecting, what's the old saying? No one expects invasion, or no one expects the Spanish Inquisition or whatever. Maybe someone here is Spanish, or of Latin origin, but nobody really expects to have that. I feel like this person is they're gonna be a little, if you do talk to them and approach them, pile number 2, I do feel they're going to be a bit glum, you know what I mean, about it. But I do feel like there are some things that have been getting held back here with this moon and shadow side that actually do need to be said. It's like, sometimes you have make it or break it moments in connections, and you can hold back and not say anything and go crazy in your own head, or you can just fucking say it. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2, say it, don't spray it. And I feel like you can do that, or, because I feel like this person's like, hey, I'm all good, or I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to eat this huge stack of pancakes and enjoy myself. Why am I speaking with a southern accent? Okay. Polarity. Yeah. The black horse and the white horse. I definitely feel like there's some big polarities between you and this person. Okay. And there's a lot of don't harsh my vibe kind of energy, but certain things need to be said. Okay. Integrate your shadow side. Yeah, we have shadow. There is definitely shadow going on here. Sometimes we don't talk or speak about something because we know if we do, it could possibly be the end of something with the World card here. And that means we have to have all these lessons around communication. You know how that goes, pile number 2. Do you know what I'm saying? We have polarity here. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without the dark. Absolutely. Okay, and I feel like you guys have been needing to say something here. And this person may not like everything you have to say. They may feel a little attacked, pile number 2, but whatever, things, I feel you have some very clear, pointed points that you need to make, pile number 2, and you may have had an epiphany about something in this connection as well. And this person's just going to have to kind of suck it up and hear it. You know what I mean? There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Yeah, and there can be no light without dark, and there can be no dark without light. There's just a polarity, I feel like, between you two here. And there may be kind of a polarity within yourself as well, pile number 2, where where you're like, well, maybe I just need to look at it differently and chill and take it easy. But actually, you have some things that need to be said here, is what I feel, okay? And I feel like this person may not completely know everything that you have to say. They may be like, this is their thoughts and feelings too, reading. So I feel they're a little unaware of what's coming at them. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's not really aware that the other person's going to kind of come at them, is what I feel. Okay. And there may be an epiphany from both of you when this happens. That's why like communication is really important. You know, we have love. Wow. Wow. Okay. So the energy of love, we have not speaking, lack of communication, the world card, and love, right? I mean, when people stonewall each other, sometimes we need time to like back away and think about like how we're doing in a situation, but deliberately not speaking to someone, like stonewalling, is a way that will end a connection very quickly. It's like, you know, marriages are ruined because of stonewalling. So I definitely think there needs to be a focus on love here and the lessons that were learned. You know, we're learned or are being learned. There is love. I feel like this person does have love for you, pile number 2. I really do. There's some strong polarity energies that are going on here that are causing illusions though, and putting pressure on this connection. You know what I mean? Because this is the Judgment card and it's Plutonic. So anything Pluto touches is going to put pressure on something and create like some big epiphanies as well, or potential tower moments. You know what I'm saying? We have happiness. Yeah, I feel like this person is chill. Like, you know, the 9 of Cups is the Lord of material happiness. And if there's any card that's just happy to be happy, it's the 9 of Cups, right? And I feel like this person maybe tries to persuade you or tempt you, like, hey, you know, don't let things bother you, because the lizard is also like, you know, changing all the time. It's kind of that chameleon type of energy. So just don't let things bother you. Or this person's like always different or changing at times, I feel like. And, you know, I feel like this person just kind of wants to be happy. And you may feel that if you tell them something, they're going to take this as an attack on their happiness or what they're trying to create. But I mean, I think both of you are seeking, you know what I mean? Like in a polarity, we can also find the truth, right? We can find happiness and love. If with the World card here, we're willing to do the work that it takes, right? In a connection. And happiness and love is always a good thing in my book, pile number 2, but it's real hard and maybe they're the one that's not speaking to you, right? Maybe you both have stopped speaking to one another. Even if you are still speaking, you might not be speaking in the most like honest or, you know, open manner, which is detrimental to happiness and love, okay? We have here finding. Oh, I love that. I love that. I feel like this is you guys, pile number 2. Like you're finding what you need within you. I really do feel like, okay? And you're finding out that, you know, you're changing as a person, you're growing as a person every day, you're finding more of who you are every day. And I do feel like you guys are going to find happiness and love within yourself as well. Pile number 2, which is also a measure of, you know, if we can't find happiness and love within ourselves, then we're not going to find it with another, you know what I mean? And I mean, we have to find, we may, but we have to find a little bit of happiness and love within ourselves too. You know what I mean? And sometimes like a shadow side is that we're always kind of going crazy over a connection, and then we're clamming up and not speaking and we're waiting, right? And it's like, ugh, it just becomes exhausting, pile number 2. We have 11th house and community, okay? And I mean, I feel like when you're in a relationship or when you're in a connection, everyone puts their personal touch on the relationship. Everyone has their own distinct personality, but what you have together is a connection, which is the joint energy of the connection. And I feel like everyone kind of puts their personal mark on it the way they do. And it may not be the same. We have the dark and the light here, okay? We have the dark and the light. This could also be interracial, or we could have different ethnicities here. But I feel like, you know, everyone kind of adds their flavor to the connection. And if we accept that, love that, and are honest about that, the connection can grow into something good. You know what I mean? But if we're holding back and we're not talking, then there's not a lot that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 2. I also feel like community and finding love and happiness within yourself and within the community would also be helpful for you right now, pile number 2, because I do feel like things have been kind of serious, and some of you may have been working on your shadow side or exploring your shadow side, and there is a need here for like love and happiness and to lighten up a little bit. And, you know, I feel like maybe this person was saying that or whatever. You know, I mean, we got to have a balance of both, right? Love and happiness, and, you know, and anger and sadness. You know, it takes everything in the world to function. Pile number 2. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what is this person's thoughts and feelings here towards my pile number 2s, please. What are their, and I feel like what I'm telling you about the community and the world card, I feel like you guys already know this, you know? I mean, I'm not telling you something that you don't know already here. Okay, that was too many. Let's be intentional. Okay, chunk of cards just dropped out, but I'm like, nah, we're not going to play it that way. Pile number 2, we're going to, okay, there's the sun, 1 card. I can handle that. I can handle the sun. Maybe there's a chunk of things right now, pile number 2, that have become, you know, and talk about love and happiness. And I feel like this person does want to experience love and happiness and excitement with you. There may be a little concern here about the maturity level with this person, because maybe it's just like everything, you know, everything that happens under the sun is a good thing. The sun can be a little naive too, but, and a little bit immature, but I, you know, as like a negative quality, but I feel like this person likes you, pile number 2. I feel they are open to your energy. I feel they like you. What are their thoughts and feelings? Ace of Cups. Yeah. I mean, love and happiness. I mean, maybe you guys are just going through a period where we need to define and clarify some things here. That some ways the people are acting, okay? I feel like this person would be very, I feel they like you. I feel you excite them. I feel they think you're a nice person or a good person, that you have a lot to offer, okay? I mean, I think they're very comfortable with you sexually is also what I'm getting, pile number 2. I just heard, yeah, too comfortable. Maybe they're a little too comfortable, pile number 2, but let's see what else. What else are their thoughts and feelings? 5 of Cups. Okay. It's like, where did the love go? Or like, you know, why did, like, things started out so good, or things were like so amazing, and now it's like, what the hell, you know, like feeling kind of beaten down, you know, emotionally by the connection. Okay. I feel like this person is saying like, I have good intentions, or I have positive intentions towards you. Like, my intention is to have my heart open to you and to welcome love into my life, is what I feel like they're saying. But with this 5 of Cups, I do feel like you and this person hit a rough patch, pile number 2, and I think they're just acknowledging that. I mean, I feel like there's almost a question here of like, is it too late? You know what I mean? Is it too late? Like, is anything salvageable here? Let's see what else. What else are their thoughts and feelings? Spirit, what else are their thoughts and feelings? What else are their thoughts and feelings? The Magician. I mean, you could always strike something back up with the Magician. especially if it's a good, honest conversation that is not duplicitous. You know what I mean? The Magician can also mean like duplicitous conversation, but I feel like this person is, you know, I don't want to say that they're closing the chapter on love in their life to focus on other things, but maybe for some of you, this will ring true. Or pile number 2, maybe you've also felt this way too. But there's a lot of energy going into a lot of other areas of life besides love. I feel like we could have had a very strong start here, pile number 2, with the Sun and the Ace, but something happened, and I feel like with the Magician, it's kind of like now we're back to square one, right? And let's just get, okay, let's get one more to close the reading, and then we're going to take it to the extended reading, pile number 2, and we'll get more information, okay? Because sometimes with the Magician, it's Mercury energy, so it's like it could go this way or it could go that way type of thing. But with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, it's like that's a very strong beginning, you know? And I mean, we can't stay in that, obviously, throughout the entire connection. There's going to be emotional, you know, challenges, right? But can we, 9 of Pentacles, can we overcome them, okay? And to me, I feel like this is you guys, the 9 of Pentacles. And I feel like you guys have a lot of what you need in life, or you've been working really diligently, but I feel like some of you have felt a little bit alone in life at times. Like you have what you need, but you're not altogether happy, okay? Or you have your material needs met, or you're able to meet your material needs, but you haven't been like happy when it comes to love, is what I feel, okay? Pile number 2, okay? And I feel like some of you are getting a little despondent. Like, what does all of this mean? And you know what I'm saying? I feel some of you may be getting a bit despondent, pile number 2. It's like, where in the world does your garden grow? Isn't that a saying from back in the day? But like, you know, for you guys, I feel you guys have a lot of love. I feel you have a lot of resources and love and beauty and all of that, pile number 2. So, you know, you have to be very careful of where you invest yourself. And I think you guys know that too. Yeah, but I mean, you're looking good, pile number 2. You really are. I just think your heart is kind of like disappointed or a little despondent is what I'm getting, pile number 2, okay? And I feel like this person also kind of feels the same way with the 5 of Cups. I do kind of feel like they're putting on a bit of a false front here with the Magician, like everything's okay or whatever, but I don't know. Someone here could have gained weight. Do you know if this person gained weight? Pile, I mean, we all gain weight at different times, but I am seeing somebody who has gained weight, which, you know, sometimes people eat when they're unhappy. For me, when I'm unhappy, I don't eat as well. When I'm anxious, I don't eat as much, and I tend to be more anxious than anything. But like sometimes when people are unhappy, they have a tendency to eat a lot. I feel like this person could have gotten, I don't know if you saw a picture of them or what, but I do feel like someone here has gained weight. Now, I feel like you guys look great, okay? You guys always look great, pile number 2. You do, all right? I feel like, you know, I'm not just feeding you with BS. I feel like you genuinely always really look great. I don't know if you see that within you all the time, but I do think it's important to find that, okay, with this finding card. Pile number 2. Okay, that is what I am getting for this reading, my lovelies. We are going to go ahead and take it to your extended reading. We will get deeper into this situation and look at what else is going on here. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number 2s, and take care. Let's move on to pile numero 3. All right, we're going to go ahead with pile number 3. A lot of drooling today. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow tea light, and today's reading is called I Melt With You. I melt with you, their thoughts and feelings. And the title of this reading is after a song called I'll Stop the World and Melt With You from the 1980s, okay? So we're going to find out this person's thoughts and feelings, and we will go to the extended reading after for those of you that would like to meet me there. There'll be a link in my description box below to my Vimeo channel. Let's get some channeled messages here for my pile number 3 spirit. Okay, I just heard expensive taste. Like somebody here has expensive taste, I feel like. Or someone in the connection wants to be impressive or has expensive taste. What else for pile number? Or maybe someone here looks like they have expensive taste, but maybe they don't. You know what I mean? You can always kind of look it as well. Like, I do feel there's kind of like a classy energy here. I'm getting Capricorn and Libra. Someone here could have that in their chart, but kind of like a classy, like well put together, well spoken kind of gentleman or dame. You know what I'm seeing? Like dame. I feel like that's such a, like dame whoever, like a woman named Dame whatever. Dame Judy. I feel like, isn't that from wasn't she, what actress was she? Anyway, Judi Dench, pile number 3. What else for my beautiful pile number 3s, please? Okay, I'm seeing like the moon and the stars and like a clear night sky. And I feel like you guys maybe need to clear your head or take a little walk outdoors. And even if it's, butt ass cold, pile number 3, maybe take a walk outdoors, take in the scenery, take a deep breath, that type of thing. Someone needing to kind of clear their head is also an energy that I'm getting here. When I was in Montana, I stayed at a cabin there once, and the sky was just like beautiful, and that's what Spirit is showing me. So maybe there is a connection to Montana too, but let's get more for pile number 3, please. I just heard organized chaos. So maybe some of you, things have been hectic, but you're like, I got it all under control, Maybe that's why you guys need to take the deep breath, okay? I also feel like someone here could have gotten like a cute new ring or is thinking about getting a cute new ring for themselves. Or maybe you're playing with your rings right now because for some reason I am. Pile number 3 for like no reason. Normally I'm not sitting here doing that, or fidgety, maybe sometimes like getting a little fidgety. Pile number 3. Did you ever know people that, did you guys have a parent that had restless leg syndrome? Do you guys know what that is? It's like where you kind of like move your foot a lot when you're like sitting there, your leg a lot. Or did you have that as a kid? Or I feel like someone in your family could have had that. What else for my pile number 3s, please? Okay, I just heard experiential or experimental, something like that, marketing. So does someone here work in marketing or PR or something like that, or advertising, and is doing some new type of experiential or experimental marketing? I feel like there's an energy here of someone checking out other options for a job. Like some of you may be okay where you're at, but I also feel like you may be kind of looking at other options. Because, I feel like for some of you, it's technically okay where you're at, but you're like wanting to see what other possibilities maybe could be out there. Maybe things are fine, but it's just not as interesting as you would want it to be. Pile number 3, like with something you're doing, you'd like to make it more interesting, all right? What else for my pile number 3, Spirit? Okay, I'm getting Gemini, Libra, and Capricorn so far for you guys, pile number 3. Sun, Moon, Rising, them or you. Okay, I do feel like there is a gentleman here that dresses nice. And I'm seeing like, like the pointy, shiny shoes that sometimes men wear, or, like the nice slacks or whatever. I do feel like there's somebody here there's someone here that's hot. Do you guys like someone at your job, or is there someone that you met that works at some type of firm like that? Or I also feel like there's someone that could have like a thing that they like a man that wears something on their belt buckle, whether it's like a phone or if they have to carry a pager for work. You know, some people do have to do that. But I am seeing somebody here somebody who's muscular, who wears nice collared shirts and like sleeveless though, and maybe like one color, you know, like not like insanely fancy. I mean, maybe like Tommy Hilfiger. I don't know, pile number 3, you tell me. But like, I am seeing somebody here who has good muscles and looks good in like a nice shirt that is short sleeve, okay? And I am seeing someone who works in a warmer climate. I just almost said client. So this could be a client, pile number 3, but like someone who works in a warmer climate where there is air conditioning on like this time of year, okay? Or where it would still be kind of hot or warm. I feel like this person could wear a watch too. I also feel like for some of you, this person is not white, okay? They can be African American or of a different ethnicity. I also feel like someone has really white teeth. Is it you? Is it them? Somebody has really white teeth, or makes it a point to have really white teeth. Someone here could be in sales as well, okay? Or puts on presentations or something like that for a living, or is talking in front of people often, okay? Pile number 3, like if I definitely feel like I'm channeling, you know, a specific person or a situation or some details about someone's life here, okay? Yeah, I just keep coming back to the word like that man looks like he has expensive taste, or that woman looks that way, or whatever. There's just something about that. I feel like someone has a very clean appearance, or is like very, or maybe thrives in a chaotic environment. Like I said, organized chaos, right? Okay. Pile number 3, what's going on? It's almost 222 in your reading. It's 221 right now, but it's about to be 222. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's find out their thoughts and feelings. Oh, we have Thunderbolt. Wow. Wow, okay. You came into my life like a thunderbolt, okay? What's that song? Thunderstruck by AC/DC, right? Thunderstruck. I can't sing it. Whatever. Do you guys know the words to that song? Put them below. But I definitely feel like, I mean, somebody has a lot of like exciting energy around them, or someone's a doer, or somebody is always having different ideas about things, okay? I am seeing the letter N here. First name, last name, middle name, whatever. I'm also seeing an R, okay? Definitely an R. And I feel like I'm kind of seeing the Libra sign here. And I'm also seeing someone who is pregnant. Are you? Are they? Do you have someone in your family who's pregnant? Do you have a best friend or someone like that? But anyway, I mean, the Tower is definitely chaos, right? But organized chaos. In the background of this card, someone is sitting in like, you know, lotus pose. And although like there is a lot of chaos, it's like, I'm chill. I know what the fuck is going on here. Like there may be multiple fires going on, but like I'm chill. I also feel like someone has a really amazing root chakra or like sexual energy about them too. Okay. And, someone could have work where you have to do like crisis management, or you have to do different things like that, okay? I also feel like somebody is a good speaker or has a very strong speaking voice, okay? I'm also kind of getting Leo. Someone could have Leo in their chart, sun, moon, rising. All right, abundance, the King of Pentacles. And I feel like this person is saying, come over and sit over here, won't you, pretty lady or pretty man, okay? And I feel like someone is very proud of their root chakra. You know what I'm saying? Pile number 3, they're very proud of their, you know, meat stick or sloppy salami, as it were. Pile number 3, I can't believe I'm saying that. I feel like this person, although I feel they're a very relaxed person in a way, okay? And I feel like when they're off work, they're pretty chill, are pretty easygoing, and they're highly interested in you, okay? And I feel like this person can switch gears pretty easily, like be in a crazy organized chaos and thrive in it, but then also like, you know, plan a cute date or something and chill. All right, somebody here may like to eat a lot too, or just be really into food, or think like there's something sensual about that. Um, I feel like this person, again, has a very good libido, all right? And this is about their thoughts and feelings towards you. I'm explaining, I feel like, them to you so you know what I'm talking about here, pile number 3, to like show you this is them. But I feel like this person is like inviting, you know, they want to invite you to something, or they want to invite you to have a seat next to them. Or, okay, weirdly, for some of you, I'm getting that this could be a person that you met at a conference or some kind of thing, okay? That's probably going to hit like 0.00 whatever, but I have to say it because I'm feeling it. I always try to tell Spirit to give me details that are more applicable to, you know, like multiple people are going to be like, yep. But I just feel I need to give that, okay? Because it could be very important for someone here. I also feel like someone could have a piece of green furniture or a green beanbag or something, because I am seeing that too, all right? I feel like this person has a firm, steady foundation in their life and can thrive in environments that are quite, you know, could be chaotic, but they manage to keep the zen and keep things under control. I do feel like this person wants to chill or hang out. I'm also getting San Francisco for a city, okay? Schizophrenia, 2 of Swords, okay? I mean, not literal schizophrenia, but like, I feel like this person is saying you're kind of, I mean, something's the missing piece in someone's life, okay? Like, I do kind of feel like this person may be saying that they were looking for a missing piece in their life, like something that could unite something in their life, or something that could complete something, you know, or like when you're drawing a triangle and you're missing one side of the triangle, or a square and you're missing one side of it, right? There is something here about being a missing piece, okay? Or being around somebody that is, you know, is that missing piece kind of energy, okay? I'm also seeing the color purple here for those of you that like purple, but I do feel like this person, I feel like they think you're very intriguing and that you're different than them in some ways. But I also feel, pile number 3, you could be similar to this person in the fact that you can be in different situations and still find a way to kind of bring things together, okay? And that, you know, you're not daunted by things either. Like, if things are organized chaos, you can make it work. You can create a bridge from point B to point C, or whatever needs to happen, okay? And this looks like a pretty tall tower as well, okay? But the 2 of Swords is all about peace and calm and serenity. So it's the ability to bring that in situations as well. Interesting. Let's find out what else. We have, your mysterious eyes make my blood pressure rise. Okay, yeah, I feel like this person is like, boom, you know, like pile number 3, okay? I feel like they like your lips too, although you may have felt like you had dry lips or something when you were around this person. I don't think they noticed, pile number 3. I think they were just, you know, captivated by your eyes, or maybe they had dry lips, but whatever. I don't think it matters. I think there's eye contact is on point, okay? Downtown sexual appetite. Yeah, with the tower, doesn't surprise me at all. And I kept talking about how this person has a very healthy root chakra. Okay, I do feel they're very comfortable or confident with their sexuality. And I feel like this may be something you want to explore more, pile number 3. Like, I feel like you've been with people who we're okay or good technical lovers, but maybe you just feel like maybe something was missing and you really want to be with someone who's like very sensual, okay? Or like very comfortable with themselves sexually or very sensual to kind of like get out of your head is sort of what I'm feeling, pile number 3, okay? And I do feel like this person is like very physical and sensual, like physical touch may be one of their biggest like love languages, you know? Someone likes to go downtown too, all right? Someone could work downtown. Sun, strength and empowerment. Yeah, I feel like this person thinks that you're very attractive as well, pile number 3. Like, you know, I feel like they think you have kind of a glow around you or a light around you. Some of you may like to go off in nature sometimes by yourself. I can see you guys like going off and doing yoga somewhere or just going off for a walk and like chilling in nature. I feel like you guys have a side to you that is very aligned with the cycles and nature as well. And I feel like this person's kind of earthy that way too. I kind of feel like you guys have that in common. There may be an interest in like the same physical activities like yoga or whatever, you know, stuff like that. We have the masculine. Wow. Okay, like I said, this masculine looks hot as hell. Look at the washboard abs and look at the arms. Oh my God, look at those arms. For those of you that are looking for men, look at those arms. Whew. Yeah. I feel like you guys could see that from a mile away, pile number 3. You're like, I saw that from 6,000 feet away. You know, if I was up in a plane, I'd see you from 14,000 miles away. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, this person has a, you know, I don't know if they just have good genes or what, because I feel like maybe they do work a lot or they have a high stress environment, but they look good. You know what I mean? And you're looking good too. Like, they're like, you know, you're looking like the sun. They're looking like this. It's like, we look good together, you know? Yeah. I don't know. Like sometimes people have weird like criticisms for themselves. Like I'm too skinny or they wouldn't like me or whatever. You know, some people are actually like, I'm too skinny or I'm not whatever, because I know there's like a lot of like, you know, emphasis on curves and booties and all that, pile number 3. But, you know, I mean, appreciate and celebrate. I feel you guys are very body positive, or you're like, appreciate. Maybe you weren't always, but I feel like it's like, well, appreciate and celebrate the body that you have. But I feel this person may make you a little nervous, or you may make them a little nervous kind of thing, because somebody here is like really hot. Ooh, wow. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I can't even show you. Or no, this is the Queen of Cups, okay? This is a naughty deck. I'll have to use this on OnlyFans. I started an OnlyFans to get like real crazy and 18 plus readings. You guys can, there's a link in my description box below. But talk about a green couch or green furniture, okay? And I do feel like this person wants to get you naked on the couch, pile number 3. Does that resonate for you? I mean, sometimes like when you get naked on your furniture, you're like, well, I'm gonna have to clean that now. Or if you're like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, especially if it's a cloth material. Someone could like vintage furniture, but yeah, I mean, I feel like this person likes what you're working with, pile number 3 for sure. Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? And I think they may have a fantasy of you like just wearing like your dress popping open and you're not wearing anything underneath it, but you're still wearing your heels or something like that, okay? Somebody here, I feel like this person really likes your shoulders, your lips, your hair, all right? Pile number 3, I feel like this person is saying, you know, get back over here. You're not getting away from me type of thing. All right, I gotta hide that under this mask. Naughty pictures. Anyway, pile number 3, let's keep going. Ooh, Scorpion. I just mentioned Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody has a very nice libido or is very connected with their, you know, sexual, sensual libido. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could definitely be a Scorpio here, and we have the Phoenix, right? Oof. Pile number 3, I feel like you're the Phoenix, okay? And this person's like, come have a seat next to daddy or mommy or whatever you're into, okay? And you guys are like, I'll be right there. I was just swinging from the rafters or trying to reconcile 2 opposing views here. All right. I don't know, you guys, what are you up to, pile number 3? What have you been up to lately? I think that's an interesting question, okay? Because I feel like some of you guys have been up to or you've had some different kind of thoughts, or you've had some different kind of things about your life recently. And I mean, you guys are empowered. The Phoenix is very empowered, okay? And very hot, very sexy, very on fire, all right? And yeah, a lot of strength there. And I feel like you and this person both burn very brightly. You know what I mean, pile number 3? Like you're both kind of that vibe of burning brightly. And we could also have Aries or Scorpio here too, or like fire sign and Scorpio. But there's this energy of like, you know, burning brightly is what I feel, okay? And this person's like, can you handle me? You know, and you're like, hell yeah, I can handle you. I'm the Phoenix, okay? Pile number 3, I like it. This person also thinks, you know, you're very, like you are very, you know, you have a very formidable sexuality as well. Or I don't even know if you see yourself that way, pile number 3, but I definitely feel like this person thinks, maybe some of you have been through some tough situations in your life and you've really come back from it much more stronger and empowered than ever before. I do think your energy is, you know, tempting and enticing to kind of like a scorpionic person, or like someone with fire and Scorpio in their chart. We have here friendship, okay? Seek out your soul family, pile number 3. Surrender yourself. This person wants you to surrender yourself to them, all right? Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Yeah, I did get a vibe that sometimes you guys are like chilling off by yourself or in your heads a lot. I do think it's important for you guys to kind of get your emotions out and to get your like sexual energy out as well, because you are a creature, you know, you are a creature of the night. Pile number 3 in the best kind of way. Let's see what else. Trust. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going, I mean, that's really what needs to build in the connection over time, you know, and over, you know, moments of being vulnerable with one another. Sometimes like we need to build a friendship first before we can really like go to that level. You know what I mean? But I do feel like if the trust is there for you or for them, like there is a potential here, okay? I do think there's an instinctive friendship between you two as well, you know? I mean, that's good, right? I mean, if you're friend, like if you have that energy together, like you two are similar, I feel, all right? And maybe that's why you trust one another. Sometimes we just intrinsically touch people. I was going to say, sometimes we just intrinsically trust people because, you know, we've got similar energy or we've been through similar things, okay? We have illumination. Wow. I feel like this person's having a realization like around them being able to trust, and maybe in their lives, maybe haven't fully been able to trust people, okay? Or thought that there was always a hidden motive, or maybe you have felt this as well. But I definitely feel like there's some important lessons around trust in this connection that are being illuminated for both of you, okay? And we have good luck, all right? And yeah, this cat is come up multiple times in multiple readings. Poor pussy cat, right? Pile number 3. What's that song from anyway? Do you guys know it? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people here may be kind of hairy and you're like, this better be good. If I'm going to get out there and socialize, you know, Some of you may be feeling kind of unkept recently as well. And if you're like, okay, with this card, if I need to go out there more and socialize, etc., like just readjust your crown, queen. All right, pile number 3, because, you know, and fluff up your hair and, you know, make those gorgeous eyes of yours stand out and go for it. Okay. I mean, cats oftentimes have solitude a lot of the time, or they like go off by themselves in nature, which you see happening here. But I also feel like this could be just an attitude you're having right now, pile number 3, because I feel like you guys are problem solvers and you think through things and you are good at connecting things. And maybe people don't always appreciate that. And it's like, okay, well, you think you can do it better without me? Good luck. Okay. So that could be going on too. We have here trine and sextile. Ooh, in astrology, the trine is the energy of Jupiter and the sextile is the energy of Venus, okay? Very like nice energy. And I feel like you two you're similar, you know, you have similar ways about you. I'm seeing the number 75 here, which is interesting. Maybe that's in a phone number or a street address, or it just resonates somehow. But I mean, I feel some of you could have had grandparents that were together for a really long time as well, or something like that, or had a good harmonious relationship. And it's like, I want to have that too. Or maybe this person had that. But with the trine and sextile, there's a sense of wanting the same thing and that we support each other and kind of going after that is what I'm getting. Okay. And I do feel you guys have, I mean, Phoenix and Scorpion are good together, but if you violate trust, then things get real dicey, okay? Then it's like, good luck, fuck you, I'm out of here, right? So trust is really a big thing. All right, but let's go ahead and find out. I feel like maybe some of you with this Two of Swords were like, I don't quite know what to make of this situation yet, or, you know, jury's out, or I'm still thinking about things, but I mean, I do feel like you two are very similar, pile number 3, okay? So let's go ahead and get their thoughts and feelings. What are this person's thought and feelings towards my pile number 3s, please? 8 of Wands, all right? Like, you know, I feel like they wake up in the morning and they're wondering, like, what are you up to? Or are you up yet? I feel like this person could be an early riser, or someone here is an early riser or gets up earlier with the sun, okay? And I feel like they're always wondering what you're up to or what you're doing, like day to day. It's almost like maybe they text you or pop in or something. They're like, what are you up to? Are you awake yet? Type of thing. All right. I feel like this person would also like to watch the sun come up with you. I mean, that's pretty cool. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, curious. All right. And, like, what are you up to? What do you got going on? And like wanting to talk, I feel like too. Or wanting to get to know someone more, or wanting to talk, or being curious about what's going on with someone. The Knight of Swords in the tarot is Aquarius energy. Strength. Wow. Okay. I do think this person, and you came through already as strength, okay? With that sun energy. And I feel like this person, like, really, they see you, and they may want to talk to you about, like, you know, like who you are as a person, or that they admire something about you. Okay. I do feel like they admire something about you. I feel they're a very strong person too. They may be very disciplined in certain areas of their life, like, you know, like, okay, I'm going to like meal prep, or I'm going to do this or do that, or, you know, just so to have a clear head is what I feel. I do feel like this person, they like and they honor your strength is what I feel. Okay. I feel like they're almost saying you might not need me, but I like you, or I'm trying to get to know you, is what I feel. Okay. And they also think you're brave, or you're not afraid of a lot of things, pile number 3, okay? And you may be really good with animals as well, or really connect with animals. to pile number 3, cats or dogs or just animals in general. I feel like this person, I mean, we could have Aquarius and Leo here too with the Knight of Swords and Strength. I mean, I feel like they just like you and they want to talk to you. They're trying to get to know more about you. Page of Cups, I'm trying to date you. I'm trying to go out with you. Some of you may have been single parents or single mothers or fathers, or, you know, you've had to be both the mother and the father, or you grew up in a home like that as well. I feel like this person like really admires you, pile number 3, for what you've had to do, or maybe this person also grew up in like a single parent household. Somebody here in this connection could be a single parent is what I'm getting. All right. I do feel like this person is interested to get to know you because Knight of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, they want to build something here. There is a compatibility, I feel, pile number 3, between you and this person. I feel like they're hoping that you kind of see that, pile number 3, as well. I mean, yeah, like I feel you guys come off as very strong, maybe sometimes not giving off the most vulnerable energy, but I feel like this person knows like that underneath you, there is like a very soft, loving, creative, even creative, pile number 3. I do feel you guys are creative, that underneath it, like your inner child is like very soft or very loving or very creative. Okay. It's good. I like what they're, you know, they may not be able to see that part of you yet, pile number 3, or maybe you can't see that part of them yet, but I do feel you both have that. You both have that creative, like softer kind of like, you know, artistic or just really like cute or loving. I feel you both have that side, but I feel like when you're both getting to know each other, you're both a little more guarded, or you're a little more like, okay, you know, and that's normal. We have trust here. So, you know, it takes a minute, right, to get the whole trust thing going on. But I mean, I feel like it's going to happen quicker here with this 8 of Wands because I feel like you two have similar natures, okay, with the Scorpion and the Phoenix. Pile number 3, I hope you enjoyed your reading. That was a very pleasurable reading, I have to say. You know, sometimes readings are like not super pleasurable for me, but that was pretty pleasurable. So thank you for that, pile number 3. And we're going to go ahead and take it to your extended reading next. If you'd like to join me there, there's a link to my Vimeo channel below. Thank you so much, beautiful pile number 3, and thank you to everyone today. Take care.